In this video, we will explain on how to expand the memory capacity. Many memory applications require memory capacity that cannot be satisfied by only a single memory chip or IC. So we need several memory chips to provide the capacity that we need. Okay, for example here, suppose we need a memory that can store 16 times 4 bits, and all that we have only 8 times 4 bit chips. How we want to expand the memory capacity? So first step, you need to identify number of chip or number of IC that you need. How to identify? You have 8 times 4 bit chips and you want to expand to 16 times 4 bits. So you use 16 divided by 8. Okay. When you divide 16 by 8, you will get the answer is 2. So 2 ICs is needed. 2 ICs are needed in order to expand the memory from 8 to 16. The next step, you need to identify the address line, the original address line and the new address line. Okay, original address line refer to the address line for your original chips. 8 times 4. What is the address line for these chips? And what is the address line after you expand to 16 times 4 bits? Okay, first identify the original address line. So 8 times 4 is equal to 2 power of 3 times 4. So n equal to number 3. So your original address line is 3. Your new address line, you have 16 times 4. So 16 times 4 is equal to 2 power of 4 times 4. Okay. Therefore, your new address line is equal to 4. Okay. In order to get this point, you must make sure that when you do 2 power of n, it must be bigger or equal to this value. Okay, in this case, 2 power of n must bigger or equal to 16. So the answer is 4. So after you expand your memory capacity, you need 4 line of address. After that, you need to identify the right decoder to be used. What type of decoder that you can use for your circuit. So how to find the right decoder? You need to identify the number of input for your decoder first. So you can use the formula new address line minus original address line. So your new address line is 4. So 4 minus 3 equal to 1. So the input for your decoder is 1. So in decoder, input number is n, the output number is 2 power of n. So in this case, your input is 1, so your output is 2 power of 1. So equal to 2. So you need a decoder 1:2. Okay, the next step, you need to draw your memory circuit. So you have 2 memory chips, memory 0 and memory 1. In each memory, it must have 5 components, which are the data input, the data output, the read and write, the memory enable, and the address line. So this one is your IC 8 times 4. And then you combine 2 chips of 8 times 4, you will get 16 times 4 memory capacity. So data input is equal to 4 because M equal to 4. Data output is equal to 4. So you have 4 for input, 4 for data output. And then you must have the read and write for both chips or both ICs. And then the address line for the original chips is equal to 3. For memory enable is based on your decoder. So this is the way you put your decoder. So your decoder is 1 input, 2 output. So 1 input here plus with the address line 3 equal to 4. So that means you have 4 address line. And then when the output here is 0, it will goes to IC 0. When the output here is 1, so it will goes to IC 1. So this is your memory circuit. This memory circuit can be simplified using this diagram, as this diagram. Instead of draw 4 line of input, 3 line of the address line, now you can just put 1 line for address for data input, 1 line for data output, 1 line for address line. And then you need to add slash and number of input slash number of data output slash number of address line. So this is how you simplify your memory circuit or your diagram. Okay, another example here. You need to expand your memory to the capacity 24 times 4 bits using 8 times 4 ICs. So the first step, you need to identify your IC number of IC that you need. Okay, in this one, 24 divided by 8, so you will get 3. So you need 3 ICs, or you need to combine 3 ICs in order to expand your memory to become 24 times 4. And then identify the original address line for this IC. So this one is 8, 2 power of 3 equal to 8. So your original address line is equal to 3. Next, you need to identify your new address line. Your new address line based on this number is 24. So 2 power of n times 4 based on this formula, where 2 power of n must equal or bigger than 24. Then you can try an error. If n equal to 4, 2 power of 4 equal to 16. Okay, 16 is lesser than 24. If n equal to 5, 2 power of 5 equal to 32. So your new address line is 5. And then after that, you need to identify your decoder. What type of decoder that you need to use. So based on the formula, your new address line minus the original address line. So you will get 5 minus 3 equal to 2. So 2 is referred to the input of your decoder. So n input will generate 2 power of n. So input is equal to 2. Output will be 2 power of 2 equal to 4. So your decoder is 2:4. After you get all this information, next step, you need to draw your circuit. So your circuit here, memory circuit here, you have 3 ICs. IC 0, IC 1, IC 2. Data input refer to this M value, which is 4. Data output also 4. So you must put /4/4 for data input and data output. This IC address line is equal to 3 based on this point. So you put /3. So all ICs here, address line equal to 3. You need another 2 address line from the decoder. So you put 2 input for your decoder, and your decoder will generate 3 input. Okay, if the number is 0, 0, it will goes to, or it will enable the RAM 0. If 0, 1, it will enable RAM number 1. If 1, 0, it will enable RAM number 2 or IC number 2. If 1, 1, there is no RAM will be activated. So this is on how you draw your memory circuit after you expand the memory capacity. So these are the steps that you need to remember. First, you need to identify the number of IC. Second, you need to identify the original address line. And then third, identify the new address line. Number 4, you need to identify type of decoder that you need to use. And lastly, you need to draw your diagram and label your diagram. So that's all for memory chapter.